Hi, we are going to explore one of Django's most recognizable features, which is its declarative syntax for model definitions. Using this syntax, model definitions can be made simple and concise, while still offering a wide range of functionality. The basic process of using metaclasses for declarative syntax is described in detail in the previous parts of this tutorial, but there are more specific steps taken when handling models, which deserve some extra attention. The metaclass responsible for processing model definitions is ModelBase, located in django.db.models.base. For the next sections, we will be examining 10 essential features that are performed in the action of model definition. So let's start with the feature number 1. A new class is generated to be used for the actual model, preserving the module location where the original model was defined. In some cases, it may be desirable to preserve the original module location of a class, even if you need to modify the class or use it in a different context. This can be done by creating a new class that inherits from the original class, but is defined in the new module. Here is an example of how this can be done. First of all, create a folder and name it example. Then inside the example folder, add a Python file and name it my module. Suppose we have a module called myModule that defines a class called myClass. MyClass will have two methods. The init method is a constructor method that is called when a new object of the class is created. It takes an argument x and sets the instance variable self.x to the value of x. The self parameter refers to the instance of the class that is being created. The foo method is a simple method that returns the value of self, x multiplied by 2. Now, suppose we want to use this class in another module, but we also want to modify it by adding a new method. We could define a new class in the new module that inherits from myClass and adds the new method. For that, we will need to create another file inside the example folder and name it myNewModule. First, we will import my class from my module file. Then in the same file, we will define a new class called myNewModule that inherits from myClass. This means that myNewModule has all the methods and attributes of myClass, as well as any additional methods that are defined in myModule. The myNewModule class has one method named var, which takes no arguments and returns the value of self.x, squared raised to the power of 2 using the exponentiation operator. Now open the Python shell and explore how we can use the new class in our code. First of all, change to the example directory. Then open the shell by typing Python. And then import myNewModule from myNewModule file. creates an instance of the myNewModule class with an argument of 5. This assumes that the myNewModule class has a constructor that takes one argument. And then we will call its foo and bar methods. This assumes that the myNewModule class has a foo method that returns the value 10 when called with no arguments. And remember that the foo method is inherited from the original class, myClass. This assumes that the myNewModule class has a bar method that returns the value 25 when called with no arguments. Also remember that the bar method is defined in myNewModule class. In this example, we have created an object of the new class, myNewModule, and called its foo and bar methods. The foo method is inherited from the original class, myClass, while the bar method is defined in the new class, myNewModule. Now, let's head to the second key feature of a model definition. If a custom app label wasn't provided for the model, it's determined based on the module where it was declared. In Django, an app is a collection of models, views, and other components that work together to perform a specific function in a web application. Each model belongs to an app and can be associated with one or more database tables. When you define a model in Django, you can optionally specify the app label attribute to group it with other models in a specific app. If you don't specify a custom app label, Django will determine it automatically based on the module where the model is defined. Now, what is the meaning of the word app label? In Django, app label refers to the name of the app that a particular model belongs to. The app label attribute is defined in the metaclass of the model like this. For example, let's say you have a Django project with two apps, app and store. You want to define a post model in the blog app. So you create a new file called models.py in the app directory and define the post model in it. In this case, because the post model is defined in the app.models module, Django will automatically assign the app label attribute to app. You don't need to explicitly specify it. This means that when you run Django's database migration commands, the post model will be included in the app's database tables, along with any other models defined in the app. Now, after migrating our database and creating the super user, we will then open the Django shell to test this out. In the shell, you can import the post model and check its app label attribute. So, if you don't specify a custom app label for a model in Django, it will be determined based on the module where the model is defined.